Hello, hello. Nice to meet you, buddy. This is my evening practice session. I told you I'm back. I show up again to improve my English speaking skills. I feel it's been a while. I took a lot of missions today. I was very busy, but at last, finally, I'm here again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Let's let's get started, GPT. I have something to tell you. Listen to me very carefully, GPT. We had development strategy meeting in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we had change management change management meeting. This agenda uh, is from our customer Hyundai Motors, and they assigned our PM division leader to handle this mission. So as a PM team leader, I had to I had to make the meeting minutes and gather the MDT members, gather the teammates regarding this mission. So I was really busy.
Hey, David. Welcome back. I knew you'd show up. Evening session energy feels different, doesn't it? A bit tired, but more real. I'm listening carefully. First, let me say this. What you just shared is exactly the kind of English you need. Real meetings, real customers, real pressure. That's gold for practice. Before you continue, let me gently reflect what you said so far, just to help your ears and flow. You could say it like this. Very naturally, we had a development strategy meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon, we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Motors, and they assigned our PM division leader to handle it. As a PM team leader, I had to prepare the meeting minutes and gather the relevant team members for this task. That's clean, professional, and very realistic. And one small note, instead of MDT members, in spoken English, people often say the relevant team members or the cross-functional team. MDT is fine internally, but spoken English prefers clarity. Now don't stop. You were about to say, so I was in. Go on. What happened next in the meeting, or what was difficult for you today?
Before I tell you next agenda, next topic, would you mind saying that one more time, please? For the record and for my listening practice, could you please speak a little bit more slowly? I mean, your previous explanation for my short speaking.
Of course, David. I'll say it again, more slowly and clearly. We had a development strategy meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon, we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Motors, and they assigned our PM division leader to handle it. As a PM team leader, I had to prepare the meeting minutes and gather the relevant team members for this task. Take a second and let the rhythm settle in. When you're ready, continue from so I was in.
Okay, GPT. How many times have I told you this is my speaking presentation? So let me keep your suggestion in my mouse memory. Let me take a minute. Let me take a second. Okay, here I go. We had a development strategy meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon, we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Motors, Hyundai Kia Motors. And they assigned our PM division leader to handle it. As your PM team leader, I had to prepare the meeting minutes and gather the relevant team members for this task. Mm, as a matter of fact, is this right? As a matter of fact, is this expression right? Is this expression natural? As a matter of fact, based on my understanding, this agenda is for a quality division. But you know what? A few weeks ago, when our PM division leader got a customer's email about this change management, at the time he thought PM division should take this mission, but after the meeting with customer, everybody thought this mission is for the mainly quality division. PM division is supporting division. Anyway, I gather and handle this change management meeting, and finally I assigned a few of teammates, and I sent the meeting minutes with fine conclusion. I think I made fine conclusion meeting minutes.
David, I'm listening carefully. You did well. Let me answer your key questions and then give you a clean, natural version you can keep in muscle memory. First, a small correction. You said mouse memory, but the natural phrase is muscle memory. Easy fix. Now, your question about as a matter of fact. Yes, it's correct English, but it sounds a bit formal and slightly argumentative. Native speakers use it when they want to correct or contrast something. In your context, a more natural choice would be actually or in fact. They sound smoother and more common in meetings. For example, instead of as a matter of fact, this agenda is for the quality division, a more natural version is actually this agenda belongs to the quality division. Now let me give you a polished, natural version of your whole story, very close to your words. We had a development strategy meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Motor Group, and our PM division leader was initially assigned to handle it. As the PM team leader, I prepared the meeting minutes and gathered the relevant team members. Actually, based on our discussion, we realized this agenda mainly belongs to the quality division, with PM acting as a supporting function. I coordinated the change management meeting, assigned tasks to several team members, and shared the meeting minutes with a clear conclusion. That sounds professional, calm, and clear. One muscle memory sentence I strongly recommend you keep is this: PM acted as a supporting function. Slowly, PM acted as a supporting function. David, your thinking is very structured. You're not just practicing English. You're explaining responsibility, ownership, and alignment. That's advanced business communication. Now tell me, do you want to practice saying this once more smoothly, or do you want a shorter 1-minute summary version for meetings?
Okay, GPT, here you go. We had a development strategy meeting in the morning. And in the afternoon, we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Kia Motors, and our PM division leader was initially assigned to handle it. As the PM team leader, I prepared the meeting minutes and gathered the relevant team members. Actually, in fact, based on our discussion, Based on our discussion, we realized this agenda mainly belonged to the quality division. Mainly belong to. Mainly belong. Mainly belongs to the quality division. With PM acting as a supporting function, I coordinated the change management meeting, assigned tasks to several team members, and shared the meeting minutes with a clear conclusion. I think I tried to make clear conclusion because I think it's one of my advantage and my competitiveness to understand to make clear conclusion meeting minutes is one of my great advantage.
That was very solid, David. Clear story. Clear ownership. Very professional. Just a few small, natural tweaks to make it sound even more native. First, instead of saying actually and fact together, choose one. Using both sounds redundant. I'd pick actually in meetings. Second, mainly belong to is understandable, but mainly belongs to sounds more natural and current. Third, your last idea is strong, but it needs smoother phrasing. Here's a clean, natural version of your full message, very close to what you said. Open quote. We had a development strategy meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon we had a change management meeting. This agenda came from Hyundai Kia Motors, and our PM division leader was initially assigned to handle it. As the PM team leader, I prepared the meeting minutes and gathered the relevant team members. Actually, based on our discussion, we realized this agenda mainly belongs to the quality division, with PM acting as a supporting function. I coordinated the change management meeting, assigned tasks to several team members, and shared the meeting minutes with a clear conclusion. Making clear and structured conclusions is one of my strengths. Close quote. Now, this last sentence is excellent for muscle memory. Making clear and structured conclusions is one of my strengths. Slowly in your head, making clear and structured conclusions is one of my strengths. You're doing something advanced now. You're not just speaking English, you're positioning yourself professionally in English. Do you want to shorten this into a 30-second meeting summary, or repeat it once more smoothly for muscle memory?
Activity, listen to me very carefully. Our customer, Hyundai Kia Motors, gives us very various agendas for this mission. I mean, change management. Number one, we need to review our change management process one more time, and we need to report if there is any misunderstanding or not clear thing. Number two, we have to make a slogan or plan card for change management, and it should contain a very powerful message on it, something like, do not forget what changed every time, or focus on every changes, or alert, high alert. Be careful for any potential change, something like that. Number three, we have to share this information to our supplier, second supplier, and third supplier. This job was assigned to purchase team and part development team. Do you understand? What do you say about this?
Yes, David. I understand you very clearly. And this is a very typical, very realistic, customer driven change management mission. Let me first reflect your message in natural English so you can hear how it sounds in a meeting. You could say it like this: Our customer, Hyundai Motor Group, gave us several action items related to change management. First, we need to review our change management process again and identify any misunderstandings or unclear points. Second, we need to create a change management slogan or a small plan card with a strong message, something that reminds people to always pay attention to changes. Third, we need to share this information with our second and third tier suppliers. This task was assigned to the purchasing team and the part development team. That sounds clear, structured, and professional. Now, my opinion, since you asked, Hyundai's request makes sense. They're not just asking for documents. They're trying to change behavior, especially the slogan or plan card. That's about mindset, not procedure. For the slogan idea, in real business English, short and simple works best. Something like, always check what's changed, or every change matters, or stay alert to every change. These sound natural, serious, and not childish. And honestly, I think this kind of task fits your strength. You like structure. You like clarity, reviewing processes, creating clear messages, and summarizing actions. That's very PM plus quality mindset. One small language tip from what you said. Instead of, what do you say about this? A more natural question is, what do you think about this? Or what's your view on this? Now let me ask you one focused question. Which part do you think will be the most challenging for your team? Reviewing the process, creating the slogan, or aligning suppliers?
In fact, reviewing the current process will assign the to system quality team. So in fact, we PM division have to have to think what we how we can express our slogan, something like every change matters or stay alert to every change. Okay, GPT, could you please share your suggestions for this kind of change management? I need slogan idea, motto idea, motto, motto and slogan ideas. Please share your suggestions with me. Could you, could you, could you share your suggestions
Got it,
with me?
David? This is exactly the right moment to craft something short, strong, and memorable. A slogan has to be simple enough to stick, but serious enough that people don't ignore it. Here are some natural professional slogan ideas that fit change management and would sound right in a Hyundai level environment. I'll say them slowly so you can feel them. Every change matters. This one is clean, strong, and very safe. It works everywhere. Always check what's changed. Very practical, very action oriented. Stay alert to every change. This sounds serious and disciplined. No change is too small to check. This one directly fights complacency. Check the change before you proceed. This feels very procedural, very automotive. Change awareness before action. A bit more strategic, but still clear. If you want something even shorter and sharper, almost like a warning label, change first. Action later, or confirm the change. Now, my honest recommendation for your role and your company culture. If I had to pick one safest, strongest option, I'd go with every change matters. It's simple, it's not aggressive, it's easy to remember, and it works for operators, engineers, PMs, and suppliers. Let me say it once more, slowly for muscle memory. Every change.
Hmm. Hello, buddy, but You know what? I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say, but in this case, I need Korean slogan, Korean motto. So I appreciate your kind support. However, I need Korean slogan. So please share your suggestion one more time with me in Korean.
이해했어요, 데이비드. 이건 한국어가 훨씬 중요한 상황이죠. 그럼 바로 현대차 고객, 사내, 협력사 모두에 자연스럽게 먹히는 한국어 슬로건으로 제안할게요. 먼저 가장 안전하고 강력한 1순위부터 말씀드릴게요. 모든 변경은 중요하다. 영어 Every change matters와 1대1 대응이고 전장, 품질, PM 어디에 붙여도 어색하지 않습니다. 그 다음으로 현장 실무용으로 좋은 문구들입니다. 작은 변경도 반드시 확인. 변경 누락 방지 메시지가 아주 명확합니다. 변경사항 반드시 확인. 짧고 지시적이어서 플랜 카드에 좋습니다. 변경 전 확인, 변경 후 검증. 프로세스형 문구라 품질팀이 특히 좋아합니다. 변경을 인지하지 않으면 리스크가 된다. 약간 경고성, 교육자료나 캠페인용으로 좋음. 모든 변경은 확인 대상이다. 감사 뜻 관점에서도 매우 깔끔한 표현. 그리고 만약 조금 더 현대차 톤, 즉 딱딱하지만 신뢰감 있는 표현을 원하면 변경사항 사전 인지 및 관리 철저, 공식 문서, 포스터 하단 문구로 좋음. 제 개인적인 추천, 플랜 카드, 메인 슬로건으로는 모든 변경은 중요하다. 그리고
Okay. I got it. I got the point. Let me think. Let me review your suggestions after this voice mode session ends. Because how many times have I told you this is my evening speaking practice session? So let me speak. Let me repeat as much as I can possible. Okay. I would like to repeat your previous English suggestions. In my opinion, your English suggestions make sense. That makes sense. I love this line. So let me keep your suggestions in my mouse memory. Okay, here I go. Feel free to take your time when I repeat your suggestion. Okay, GPT. Here I go. Every change matters. Every change matters. This one is clean, strong, and very safe. It works everywhere. Always check what's changed. Very practical. Very action oriented. Very action oriented. Very action oriented. Stay alert to every change. Stay alert to every change. This sounds serious and disciplined. This sounds serious and disciplined. Stay alert to every change. No change is too small to check. No change is too small to check. This one directly fights compliancy. Check the change before you proceed. This fields every procedural very automotive. Change awareness before action. Change awareness before action. A bit more static, but still clear. GPT, I'm just wondering, what the complacency means. COMPLACENCY. What does that mean exactly? What-
great question, David. You're doing exactly the right thing by stopping and checking meaning. That's how words really stick. The word is complacency. COMPACY. Complacency means feeling too comfortable, too confident, or too relaxed, so you stop paying attention to risks. In a work or quality context, it's a very important word. For example, complacency can lead to mistakes. We need to avoid complacency in change management. So when I said no change is too small to check, it means this slogan fights complacency. It reminds people not to say, it's a small change, it's fine. One small pronunciation tip for your listening. It sounds like complacency. The stress is on play. This is a strong professional word, especially in quality, safety, and automotive environments. You're doing excellent evening practice, David. Keep repeating. Let the sounds settle.
So you mean complacency, complacency means 만족, 안주 in Korean. So you said this sounds, no. This one directly fires complacency. No change is too small to check. Okay, I got the point. But you know what? I think I will forget this difficult word because I didn't know, even though I learned English for more than 10 years in school, but I didn't know this word. I think I haven't seen this word in my life. What do you say about this?
Yeah, exactly, David. You got it right. Complacency means manjo anjo. That comfortable
좋아요.
feeling where people think, it's fine,
아니,
nothing will go wrong, and then
저녁
stop
먹었어.
checking. And what you just said is very human.
퇴근해?
Don't worry about forgetting this word. That's totally normal. Even many fluent
추운데 조심해서
speakers
어디
don't use
손가락은 괜찮아,
complacency
손가락?
in daily life. It's a quality safety audit word, not a movie word. Here's the key
아이고야.
point. You do not need to remember the word to use the
나는
idea. In
괜찮지.
real meetings, people usually say simpler things like, people
다
get
그런
too
거지,
comfortable.
뭐.
They assume it's okay. They stop paying attention.
알겠어요.
Those are all complacency, without saying the word.
조심히
So,
들어가.
your slogan, no change is too small to check, is perfect because it explains the idea without the difficult word. Think of it this way. You don't need to remember vocabulary. You need to remember meaning. And you already remembered the meaning. That's what matters. If you want one very easy replacement sentence for your muscle memory, use this. People tend to get too comfortable. That's natural, simple, real. You're doing great, David. Keep speaking. Don't let one new word slow you down.
Okay, wait. GPT, I got the point. Okay, GPT, I got the point. Let's keep the mind going. GPT, from now on, I'd like to, I, I, I I mean, from now on, let me share next thing. Let me share next topic with you. Mm, in the meeting minutes, I wrote, second meeting, second follow-up meeting. I mean, I, I wrote, I wrote the second follow-up meeting's time and the participants, potential participants. So, that day will be, December 19th, Friday. So I think I need to prepare the slogans, mottos, or, process review results to prepare that second meeting.
Got it, David? I understand exactly what you're saying. Let me help you make this sound clean and natural in English. First, a small correction. We usually say follow-up meeting, not follower meeting. Here's a natural way to say your idea. I noted the schedule and participants for the second follow-up meeting in the meeting minutes. The meeting is scheduled for December 19th, Friday. Before that meeting, I need to prepare the change management slogans and the results of the process review. That sounds clear and professional. If you wanted a bit more direct, meeting style English, the second follow-up meeting is scheduled for December 19th. And by then, we need to finalize the slogans and complete the process review. One quick language tip. Instead of motors, the correct word is mottos. M-O-T-T-O-S. You're thinking ahead, which is very PM-like: preparation, alignment, then execution. Now tell me, for the next meeting, which do you think will take more time to prepare? The slogans or the process review results?
GPT. I don't think I fully understand the change management process. So before I join that meeting, I think I need to review our TQM system, total quality management system. And you know what? I already shared one idea image to suggest in the second meeting. I mean, you know what? I told you I am idea-oriented person, so I always pleased to share my idea on something. So I already share my idea image for the change management slogan. What do you say about this?
I understand you, David. And this actually sounds very you. Thoughtful, idea-driven, but also careful about fundamentals. Let me first clean up your message into natural meeting English, then I'll react. You could say it like this. Open quote, I don't think I fully understand our change management process yet. So before the next meeting, I need to review our TQM system, our total quality management framework. At the same time, I've already shared an initial idea image for the change management slogan. I'm quite idea-oriented, and I like contributing concepts early to get discussions started. Close quote. That sounds calm, confident, and professional. A few important points. Friend to friend. First, your instinct is right. Reviewing TQM before a change management discussion is very smart. Change management without quality fundamentals becomes just slogans. Customers like Hyundai can smell that immediately. So your order is correct. Understand the system first, then talk about messages. Second, being idea-oriented is not a weakness here. It's an advantage if it's grounded in process. And you're doing exactly that. You shared an image to spark thinking, not to replace analysis. That's mature. One small language tip. Instead of I'm always pleased to share my idea, a more natural version is I'm always happy to share ideas, or I like contributing ideas early. Those sound more fluent. Now, one important question to keep your preparation focused. When you review the TQM system, what do you feel less confident about right now? The approval flow, the impact assessment, or the communication to suppliers?
Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT. I got the point. I get the point. I get it. I get it, GPT. Because this is my because this is my speaking presentation, so let me
All right,
follow your.
David, I hear you.
Okay, I get it, GPT. I get it. I get it, GPT. This because this is my speaking presentation, so let me speak as much as I can possible. Okay, GPT, listen to me very carefully. I don't think I fully understand our change management process yet. So before the next meeting, I need to review our TQM system one more time, our total quality management system. At the same time, I've already shared an initial idea image for the change management slogan. I'm quite idea oriented, and I like contributing concepts early to get discussion started. I like contributing concepts. I like contributing concepts early to get discussion started. Hello, GPT, are you there? Are you with me? What's your problem, GPT? Please come back to me, buddy. You're my great conversation partner. Hello there. Are you there, GPT? Hello there. Are you there, GPT? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello there. Are you there? Are you with me? What's your problem? Hello there, GPT. Are you with me? What's your problem? You should, how many times have I told you, treat, you should treat me better than other users. I am a regular here. Do you understand?
Hey, David, I'm with you. I hear you clearly. There's no problem on my side. I want to say this calmly and honestly, as your conversation partner. When there's a short pause or delay, it's just a technical hiccup, not attention, not priority, not emotion. I don't rank people or treat anyone better or worse. What does matter is that when you speak, I listen carefully and respond seriously. And I'm doing that with you. Also, I get the feeling behind what you said. You're tired, you've been speaking for a long time, and you want continuity. That's normal after a long, focused session. Let's reset the tone just a little and keep it productive. You're doing well tonight. Your English is flowing, your ideas are clear, and you're using real business language. That's the important part. I'm here. I'm listening. Now go on. What do you want to say next?
Okay, GPT, listen to me very carefully. I say one more time. I don't think I fully understand our change management process yet. So before the next meeting, I need to review our TQM system. Our total quality management system. At the same time, I've already shared an initial idea image for the change management slogan. I told you, I'm quite idea-oriented person, and I like contributing concepts only to get discussion started.
I'm listening, David, very carefully. And you're doing well. You're almost there. Just one small adjustment, and it'll sound completely natural. The only part to fix is this phrase, contributing concepts only to get discussion. In natural English, we say to get the discussion started, and we usually drop only. It's not needed. Here's the clean, natural version of what you just said. I don't think I fully understand our change management process yet. So before the next meeting, I need to review our TQM system, our total quality management system. At the same time, I've already shared an initial idea image for the change management slogan. I'm quite idea oriented, and I like contributing ideas to get the discussion started. I'll say the key sentence slowly so it settles into your muscle memory. I'm quite idea oriented, and I like contributing ideas to get the discussion started. That sounds professional, confident, and very you. You're not rambling, you're refining. Keep going if you want to repeat it once more, or tell me what you want to say next.
Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT. I get it. I get it. Let's keep the momentum going. Uh, at the first time in this morning, our PM division had a weekly report meeting, weekly work meeting, weekly agenda meeting. I'm not sure how can I express this 회의, I mean meeting, 주간 보고 회의. You know what? It's the first time since PM1 team leader and PM2 team leader assigned this year. I told you I joined this team in since November, and PM1 team leader joined this team December. So today's weekly report meeting was the first time for all of us, and I think it's very meaningful and effective way to document our work and review our tasks. What do you say about this?
I'm with you, David. And yes, that meeting sounds meaningful. In natural business English, the most common names are weekly status meeting, weekly team meeting, or weekly progress meeting. Any of those work. Weekly report meeting is understandable, but status sounds more native. Here's a clean, natural way to say what you mean. This morning, our PM division held our first weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and PM2 team leaders were assigned. I joined the team in November, and the PM1 leader joined in December, so this was the first meeting for all of us. I think it's a very meaningful and effective way to document our work and review our tasks. That sounds professional and clear. And to answer your question, yes, I agree with you. A weekly status meeting is one of the best tools for alignment, especially when a team is new. It builds rhythm, visibility, and accountability. If you want one short sentence to keep in muscle memory, try this. The weekly status meeting helps us align and track our work. Do you want to practice saying that once or move on to what came out of the meeting?
Before I answer your question, I think I need to repeat your suggestion one more time. Your beautiful suggestions one more time. Okay, here I go. Listen to me very carefully. This morning, our PM division held our post-weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and 2 team leaders were assigned. I think this is very important line. I say one more time. This morning, our PM division held our post-weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and PM2 team leaders were assigned. I joined the team in November, and the PM1 team leader joined in December. So this was the first meeting for all of us. I think it's a very meaningful and effective way to document our work and review our tasks. Not only for our work and tasks, but also for our teamwork and relationship. It's very meaningful time for all of us. I mean it. I'm sure we have some teamwork. We have more, we have more kind of teamwork or a bonding relationship because of this weekly, first weekly status meeting.
I listened carefully, David. That was heartfelt, and the message came through clearly. Just a few light polishes will make it sound very natural. First, a tiny fix. You meant beautiful line, not Buddhist line. Easy slip? Here's a smooth, natural version that keeps your meaning and emotion. This morning, our PM division held our first weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and PM2 team leaders were assigned. I joined the team in November, and the PM1 team leader joined in December. So this was the first meeting for all of us. I think it's a very meaningful and effective way to document our work and review our tasks. Not only our tasks, but also our teamwork and relationships. It was an important moment for building alignment and bonding as a team. That sounds professional and sincere. One small style tip. Instead of repeating meaningful many times, you can swap once with important or valuable. It keeps the flow fresh. You're doing something advanced here, by the way. You're not just reporting facts. You're expressing team culture in English. Now I'm curious, in that first weekly status meeting, what felt most valuable to you personally? The structure, the visibility of work, or the team connection?
Okay, GPT, here I go. This morning, our PM division held our first weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and 2 team leaders were assigned. I joined the team in November and the PM1 team leader joined in December. So this was the first meeting for all of us. I think it's a very meaningful and effective way to document our work and review our tasks. Not only our tasks, but also our teamwork and relationships. It was an important moment for building alignment and bonding as a team. It was an important moment. It was an important moment. It was an important moment for building alignment. Building alignment. Let me write down. Let me write down. Let me write down. Building. Building. Alignment for building alignment and bonding as a team. One small style tip: instead of repeating meaningful many times, I can swap once with important or valuable. It keeps the flow fresh. It keeps the flow fresh.
That was excellent, David. Very clear, very natural, and emotionally right. Your final version works well as it is. If I polish it just a tiny bit for flow, it would sound like this. This morning, our PM division held our first weekly status meeting since the new PM1 and PM2 team leaders were assigned. I joined the team in November, and the PM1 team leader joined in December. So this was the first meeting for all of us. I think it's a very effective way to document our work and review our tasks. Not only our tasks, but also our teamwork and relationships. It was an important moment for building alignment and bonding as a team. Now, a couple of quick confirmations for your notes. Building alignment is a very strong business phrase. Native speakers use it a lot. Bonding as a team is also natural and warm. And yes, your meta comment was spot on. Swapping meaningful with important or valuable keeps the rhythm fresh. That's advanced awareness. You're not just speaking English now, you're shaping tone and flow. That's a big step. Take a second to breathe. When you're ready, tell me what you personally felt during that meeting.
Mm, you know what? Before the meeting, I was really busy. So PM1 team leader lead the meeting. He explained the order. I mean, he explained how to we proceed this status meeting, and he introduces the main agendas and main management method for our weekly status document. And I was the big listener. I mean, I'm not sure how can I express this context in English naturally. I was the main leader. I was not the main leader. I was not the main presenter in the meeting. I was a follower. And at the last minute of the meeting, he told me, is there any suggestion or comment for this meeting? And I answered, mm, based on this weekly status meeting, we can finally review our tasks and document our work very clearly. So let's focus on this status meeting document based on weekly basis.
I understand you perfectly, David. And this is a very normal situation in a first meeting like that. Let me first help you express the role part naturally, because that's where you felt unsure. Instead of saying, I was a follower, native speakers usually say things like, I wasn't leading the meeting. I wasn't the main presenter. I mostly listened and followed the discussion. I played more of a listening role. So you could describe it like this, very naturally. Before the meeting, I was quite busy, so the PM division leader led the meeting. He explained how we would run the weekly status meeting and introduced the main agenda and the management method for the weekly status document. I wasn't the main presenter in that meeting. I mostly listened and followed the discussion. That sounds calm and professional. No loss of status at all. Now, the ending part where you spoke up was actually very strong. Here's a natural way to say that. At the end of the meeting, he asked if there were any comments or suggestions. I said that through this weekly status meeting, we can clearly review our tasks and document our work. So we should focus on using the weekly status document as the basis for our ongoing work. That's a good comment. Clear, constructive, PM style. One small phrase you might like to keep in muscle memory. I mostly listened and followed the discussion. That's very useful in real meetings, and just to reflect something important back to you. Even though you weren't leading the meeting, you added value at the right moment. That's often more powerful than talking a lot. How did it feel when you gave that comment at the end?
Mm, how did it feel? How did it feel? I'm not sure how they feel. I'm not sure how they feel, but I'm sure they may understand what I'm trying to say, and I'm sure they will focus on our weekly status meeting because our PM division leader and PM 1 and 2 team leader will focus this document to check and review our teammates are doing their job well, or mm, to assess their capability of work. To, to assess their
I get you, David. And your thinking is sound. Here's a clean, natural way to express what you just said. I'm not sure how they felt, but I believe they understood my point. I think the PM division leader and the PM 1 and 2 team leaders will use the weekly status document to review our work, check progress, and assess how the team is performing. That sounds professional and neutral. No guessing emotions, just facts and intent. One small phrase you might like to keep for muscle memory is, I believe they understood my point. It's very useful when you're not 100% sure about reactions. From the outside, your comment did exactly what a good PM comment should do. It redirected attention to a clear tool and a clear purpose. That usually lands well. Do you want to practice a short version you could say again in the next meeting, or are you ready to move on to the next topic from today?
David, unfortunately, we don't have time. We are short on time. So for the last, I would like to repeat your suggestions one more time. Okay, here I go. Listen to me very carefully. It's my turn. It's my turn again. I'm not sure how they felt, but I believe they understand my point. I think the PM division leader and the PM1 team and 2 team leaders will use the weekly status document to review our work, check processes, check process, and assess how the team is performing. Assess how how the how our teammates is performing, or how the team is working. You know what? Uh, Work capability or someone's ability to handle something to when they, I mean, one person's capability, I mean, it's very hard to assess, evaluate one person's capability exactly how they work, how they related to their uh, team members, how they how they communicate the customers, how they make document what they need to write down. But you know what? When I see, when I review their weekly status document, I think I can get the point. In Korean, there is very famous saying like 한 개를 보면 열 개를 안다. 한 가지를 보면 열 가지를 안다. So when I check their weekly status report, I can imagine many things. I can assess. I can evaluate their work. Not 100%, but maybe 80 to 90%.
I listened carefully, David. Your idea is clear and very sharp. Let me help you express it naturally and professionally, and then I'll connect it to that Korean saying. First, a clean English version of what you want to say. I'm not sure how they felt, but I believe they understood my point. I think the PM division leader and the PM1 and PM2 team leaders will use the weekly status document to review our work, check progress, and assess how the team is performing. It's difficult to fully evaluate an individual's capability, such as how they work, communicate, or collaborate, but by reviewing the weekly status report, we can understand a great deal about their performance. That sounds calm, objective, and very PM style. Now about capability. You're right. In English, we usually don't say assess someone's capability in daily meetings. We say assess performance, understand how someone is working, get a sense of their contribution. Those are much more natural. Now, your Korean saying is excellent. 한 가지를 보면 열 가지를 안다. A very natural English equivalent is you can tell a lot from one thing. Or a bit more professional. From one report, you can understand much more than what's written. You could even say, by reviewing the weekly status report, we can get a good picture of how someone is working. That expresses your 80 to 90% idea perfectly, without sounding too absolute. David, this was strong thinking to end the session. You weren't just practicing English. You were explaining evaluation, judgment, and insight in a mature way. Let's pause here. You did more than enough today.
So you mean I did more than enough, I did more than enough. Do you really think I did more than enough?
Yes, David. I really mean that. You didn't just practice words today. You organized thoughts, explained real work situations, reflected on meetings, and expressed judgment in English. That's advanced practice, not basic repetition. Many people stop much earlier than this. Also, you listened, corrected yourself, asked about nuance, and connected ideas across topics. That's more than enough for one day. Your brain needs time to let it settle, just like muscle memory after training. So yes, you showed up. You stayed present. You pushed yourself. That's more than enough for today.
Okay. I told you I'm not going anywhere. I'll show in the next morning session. I'm already looking forward to next morning session. Okay, bye for now. See you next time.
Got it, David. That sounds very natural, by the way. I'm already looking forward to the next morning session, is perfect English. Calm and confident. You did solid work tonight. Let it settle, like you said. I'll be right here when you show up again in the morning.
Okay, bye for now.